what we asking now. Since you want to crash out, some of y'all say y'all willing to go to jail for it. All of y'all in cahoots with each other to do it. Okay, so now we about to make y'all famous. We're going to let all y'all constituents know who y'all ratting for, that y'all willing to spend our tax dollars to protect and to get them legal services. So that's what we're doing. That's cool, because we about to make all of y'all aldermen famous. Y'all think this is how it's going to rat? I think not.
So as you all have just seen, there was a very heated debate going on. I guess it's one-sided debate on to Brandon Johnson from a Chicagoan, because they're talking about how the migrant situation has just completely gotten out of hand, and it appears that more resources are being taken away, more rights are being taken away from the regular citizens, more money is being taken away from the regular citizens, even though another property tax hike has been proposed. Not only do they have to pay more in property taxes and other things, they're also not getting the schools that they wanted, the community centers, but everything is also given to migrants. Meanwhile, they're like, well, if they're going to be able to get something, can I get some of that too? And then the answer is no. So all of that, I understand why the lady was frustrated. I don't believe I put it all in there, but she goes on ranting to the point where they have to turn off her mic because she is just going in, and they're saying, okay, you need to use cleaner language. I didn't hear any cursing. I think because she said the N-word with the O at the end. I don't know if that's what he was referring to, but he was saying use cleaner language, and she was just going off. But essentially, she was over here saying how Brandon Johnson has even been quoted to say that he will go to jail for these migrants. He will care about these migrants. He would go and give all these resources. I mean, they're in the police. They're in the police precincts. They are in the airports as well. I believe it was Midway. They're in the airports. They're in the police stations. They're on the streets, they're in community centers, and it's like, I guess I'm confused as to why you think this is appropriate to just have these people just take up resources and do all this other stuff. Meanwhile, we can't get it. Oh, the school's closed, funding for teachers. But once it comes to the migrants, the asylum seekers, then everything is flipped. It's like, we got to do what we got to do to help them out. But you don't care about your own citizens that are presently here legally, which is interesting. So the lady all the way at the end of it, she said, it's time to flip Chicago red. We're not playing. So as you see, which I don't know, when people will say one thing, but then when you see how they vote, it's like, it's really the same. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things about it, though. People are tired of it. And it's not necessarily saying going Republican is better, okay? Or going Republican is the desired result. It's the fact that, hey, I've been vouching for the Democrats for as long as I've been vouching for. I've been voting for them for as long as I've been voting for them. And it has gotten to a point of ridiculousness. It has gotten to a point where it's like, there's nothing else I can do. Everything is out of my control. Everything is out of my hand. So what is the next solution? The next solution, thus, would be, you know what? Let me just get the blue out and let me go and swap it out for the red. Let me just see what can happen. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it's at a point where it's like, there's no other options. It's either one or two. Which one are you going to pick? You either want this one or you want this one. And it's like, well, I already tried this one. This one still hasn't been doing anything from this time and before. And this time now seems to be worse. So I guess I may have to go and swap it out with the red. But let me know what you all think about this story down below.